Okay, Spirit wants me to share this. We are the colonized version of our ancestors. So remember that. When and they want us to forget about our lineage. So study your ancestry. Where did you come from? Where are your ancestors from? Look at their look at their traditions. Look at their traditions. What did they used to do? Because we are the colonized version of our ancestors. If we are constantly in a state of only God, only Christianity, only this, then guess what? They control every little thing about us. And that's bullshit. They already control how much money we have. They control who has a job and who doesn't. They control all these things. People that have businesses, they think that they're trying to make their own wealth, but a lot of it is just them going into debt because sometimes it doesn't fucking pan out. And guess what happens? They're left holding the bill. They're left holding their dicks. So that's what I heard. Yeah, like they don't care. They just, and then they make you seem like you're the you know, sink or swim, motherfucker. Like they don't care. They just want to put you in debt in another way. So you're in debt on the business side. You're in debt on this side. But if you believe exactly what we think, then you have a whole nother Megillah of fucking shit that you have to worry about. Okay, you have to worry about the business. You have to worry about the taxes, the insurance. Just like I talked about the house the other day. Your house is like your security, but at the same time, it's like all these little things that you have to worry about. So a business is that times 2 plus your family. So all these little things. That's why men die first, because they never talk about all the shit that they go through. They don't talk about all the shit that they go through. If you have a man in your life, you need to be nice to him because he's going through all kinds of shit and he thinks that nobody cares about him. He thinks that nobody cares about him. He just internalizes everything because he's supposed to be the man, the provider, the breadwinner, the fucking this, the fucking that. And then the woman is just quietly trying to help him do everything that he wants to do while supporting him. But sometimes you meet women just like abandon themselves to do that for men, and then they resent them later. So it's by finding that balance. Men don't want to listen to their intuition. They think that if they do, they're being weak, because you can't be weak. You have to be strong. All this machismo, patriarchy bullshit. That is why men die faster, because they don't fucking cater to their self-love and their self-care. But gay men, I see everything on both sides. So you find your balance, honey. Very much this confession, this no longer avoiding it, losing control and releasing. You need to get away from that pattern of thinking. Because if you're always in that, if you're always, oh, well, you know, we go to church. Guess who's at church? Those people are trying to control you. Then you're giving them money because the pastor wants more fucking booze. And my mom was going to have her own church. She was part of something called Victory Outreach, which is like born-again Christians for like ex-gangbangers, ex-cholos. Reckless. Very reckless, okay? And what's sticking out there? The justice. Very, you know, karma to the cause and effect of being fair. Like, don't be reckless, be fair. But they're not. They get their karma because that's what they do. They want you there begging for approval, begging for their guidance, begging for their help, giving them your money so they can control you and tell you exactly what it is that they want you to do, so that way you're following that and you don't. You're creating your own thing. We are all like little gods creating our own little universe in our mind. God is in the fucking mind. God is not at church. People want to believe that and whatever. What do they do for you? Give them money. Again, my mother was going to be a pastor, and they give you money for your salary. They pay your mortgage. They pay everything. So all those donations, he's keeping it for himself, and then the church is tax-free because they're pushing it, and that's their business. That's their business. That whole business where they have to worry about the electricity and the gas and the fucking utilities and the taxes, the insurance, the rent on the building, all that shit. That's a whole nother thing. But if they turn it into something making money for them, then guess what? That's another money thing. So they want you going there asking for their approval and their help and thinking that way, that there's the only way to do it. This is how you do it. That way they can take shit from you too. They might give you a little bit, but they're taking everything from you at the same fucking time. So fuck that. Be mindful of all that shit and where it's coming from. Ooh, that flew the fuck out. Lots of energy. Yeah, this bitch right here that wants more. It's very, like, once a public failure, and the 8 of Pentacles flew out reverse going forward. They want to fucking drain your money, drain your energy. That's it. That's all it is. So Be mindful of where that's, you know, they want you conflicted, doubting yourself. They want you neglecting yourself and delaying you. So they'll give you bad advice. They'll take your money. They'll tell you to do it this way. And if you don't, then you're wrong. And that's not how we do it here. Colonized version of our ancestors. They did not think like this. They were free. They did not have to pay for water and all this other shit that we should be getting for free. That's their way of doing it. If they have money for wars, why, like they have money for, why can't they feed the fucking poor? Listen to Tupac, it's true. Money for wars, we can't feed the poor. Why don't we have a wonderful system where we don't need income, or at least we are all making income? Why does only a certain number of people in the world have so much money and everybody else doesn't have shit? Why? That's what they're hiding. That's what they're fucking protecting. Because they don't want us to realize it. So they distract us with TV and bullshit. And this happened and that happened and the news and the blah, blah, blah. We are all... They cannot control your fucking mind. So stop letting them. Be mindful of where that energy is coming from and who it is that's trying to inflict it on you. And some people think that that's very complicated. But if you are not awakened to that, you are bound to repeat it. If you are not aware of it, you're gonna repeat it, but when you're aware of it, you heal it. So, anyway, we are the colonized version of our ancestors, so think about what they used to do and what they didn't do and what we're being forced to do, chosen, maybe you're a chosen one, they're forcing the chosen, they're forcing your choices. Be mindful of that shit. You control your free will. Don't let them, even if they're mad and they're angry and because that's just them pushing it on you. No,